How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Tressa's Collectibles gameplay video. My name is Mike, and joining me today,
Randall, aka Shizukatz here. How's it going?
And bringing you guys another gameplay video featuring the 8 choice deck for the new Bunny Girl set. So what do those do?
Yeah, so we have the level 1 Mai combo. She has a on-attack combo that lets you mill up to 3 cards from the top of your deck. And then you can salvage a level X or lower character, where X is the number of adolescence characters that were milled off the effect. Giving the flexibility of the mill is a really big strength of this card.
That's the standout card for sure.
Yeah. And then for our level 3 combo, we have the Nodoka, where she can give both herself and one of your other characters a Musashi effect. So pretty nice offensive finisher. Kind of similar to like the Ichika from Quintessential Collectibles.
Yes, it has the same top check effect, and it has the give a bunch of things, cancel burn effect. Whereas she gives two different characters, herself and one other. Ichika gives herself twice, and it's a static number. But otherwise, very comparable. On my end, I'm actually going to be playing Mushoku Tensei post-ban list. So the ban list is you can only choose between either the 2/2 Ghislaine, which is the one that gives all of your other characters 1000 power. If I can find her, there she is. And the 2/1 Rudeus counter, which is you can pay for and discard to rest one of your opponent's characters, the rest counter. You have to choose between one of those two. So in this build, I'm going to be choosing the 2/2 Ghislaine as my choice, and instead of the the rest counter, I'm going to be playing a set of the Sylph Counter, which is it's a power counter. I can give one of my characters 4k, and then if I discard another copy of this exact event, when I play the event, I can it gives an anti damage to one of my battling characters. So this is going to be my replacement, and then I teched out the deck a bit further to account for the current meta, so I have a very heavy emphasis on the Rudeus early plays now, with the Rudeus early play healer and the Rudeus early play big beat stick. So that's going to be my answer to like things like Quints and stuff.
Yeah, somehow I don't think in this matchup.
In this matchup, it should not matter, but I want to try out this new build and see if it's still, it can probably still do fine, I would say. The death of Mushoku Tensei, I would say, is greatly exaggerated.
Yeah. So the nice thing about the Sylph Counter is that it being able to have a 4K power mode instead of 2500 on like the rest counter, if you just wanted to use it as just normal counter, is a lot more defensive power, and you can actually also use it offensively as well, I believe.
Yeah.
So if there's something that you really want to get over, you can go ahead and use it offensively like that. It's only able to act as an anti-damage counter if you're able to get 2 of them in your hand, which can be a little bit tricky.
Yeah. But the fact that it is still a 4K counter means that you don't feel terrible about it, even if you only have 1 copy. And because the deck does run the level 0 Lilia, you can convert that 2/1 if you don't need it into another actual usable character for your later. Okay, so I will be going first. Alright, this is a hand, and we'll drop 5.
I will drop 2. Oh,
okay. Yeah, no 5. Okay, so I'm going first, draw for turn. Given that this deck, I do want experience 6 if I want the level 3 Rudeus to get power, but I don't think that matters in this matchup, so I'm not going to sweat over that. I'm going to clock red so I can play a standby.
Wow.
Okay. Play my Eris, it's an on-death Fuga 0. I can discard a card, top check up to 4 out of level 1 or higher. Then I'm going to standby out my 1/1 Eris, which I will put in the front because I don't think he can deal with that. And then I'm going to direct attack. This is 7k, 7/5. Yeah, fake condition. Okay.
Fake condition, yeah.
Direct attack for 2.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not fielding with this deck. Not today. All right, draw for turn. I will clock, draw 2. And I think I want to take it nice and slow. Just play 1 card this turn, and that card is going to be Shoko.
Oh, okay.
So she has an on-play ability, I mill 2, and then if I mill a climax, I can give one of my opponent's characters in the front row minus 1k. But more importantly, this is a bottom deck bomb that is going to deny use of that Fukujiro Eris effect.
Yeah, that's Shoko putting in work both this game and the previous game we played.
Yeah, so we'll front for 1, and I will use my effective bottom deck cube.
Alright, I'll see you later. Stand and draw. Okay, clock for Rudeus. We don't need him, and there's nothing to do.
Attack once. Or how little are we talking here?
Fairly little.
2.
Yep. Hey, we wanted to take it slow. Let's take it slow. Let's take it
slow
slow.
again. Alright, draw for turn. Let's clock this Nodoka Climax. Draw 2. Ooh. Ooh! Okay. Alright, those are cards. I'm going to play my Shoko Brainstorm and use her Brainstorm ability. Get through the deck a little bit.
Yeah. So
for each climax, I get to search for an Adolescence character, and I hit 1.
Nice. Ooh.
So I will go ahead and grab... I'm actually going to grab the My Level 0, and I'm going to hold on to it.
Okay. Maybe a play in case you want to try to find another My combo later on.
I want to try to find specific things.
Yeah.
It just lets me dig through the top 3. But another thing it can do is it could potentially hit me 2 level 1. It could also potentially fix my color by allowing me to add a color into my clock if I'm already at level 1.
Yeah, just a very useful card. This card reminds me of the level 0 Mikey from Tokyo Revengers, except she can't add characters, but she can.
You mean she can
Mikey cannot add characters, but Mikey checks 5.
Cannot add climaxes or events.
Yeah, Mai can add anything.
Yeah.
Without showing your opponent, but she only checks 3.
Yeah, and she also doesn't get huge for no reason.
Yeah, Mikey's just kind of ridiculous that way, but Mai's still just a really good card, you know? Like last game, I was able to add the climax I needed through the Mai, so.
Yeah, okay, so as far as cards on the board, I'm going to start with the Laplace's Demon Tomoe Koga. On play, she lets me top check 2 and rearrange. That's exactly what we want to see. And I'm going to put this here.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to attack phase, I'm going to direct. Power doesn't matter. I'll give 1500 to herself, and this is going to be for 2.
I wonder if he's siding here.
And then I'm going to side for 0.
Okay.
Because if you didn't have Ruijerd last turn, or if you didn't play the Ruijerd last turn, I feel like that means that you don't have him in your hand.
I feel like that's a very accurate assessment.
Says Mike, as he looks at the Ruijerd in his hand.
Okay, I don't think the Roxy is super important, so I'm not going to save her for clocking until my level 1. I'm just going to clock her now. And then draw 2. These are cards.
Do you have things to do yet?
I have things to do. I'm not sure if I want to do them, though.
Okay. That doesn't sound like a green guy, because I assume if you had the green guy, he would be on the table by now.
Well, I think just like you, I'm going to start with a brainstorm and see what happens. 1, 2, my zeros.
Oh, green guy.
Oh, search.
Oh, no.
Oh, salvage. A green guy.
Oh, no, green guy.
Green guy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, okay.
All right, you
So
can
I'll
have
salvage
your
the Ruijerd.
You can have your green guy.
And then I'm going to on-play clock a card from hand. Or a character from hand.
It clocks any card.
Does it? Oh, yeah, it does. I still want to clock red, though. Alright. Begrudgingly, I'm going to clock this Ghislaine and level it. Because I need this 2-2 in my waiting room.
Right.
And I think I will be okay with finding other copies sooner or later down the line.
Green guy.
Okay, so... Well, you might be in a bit of a...
I'm gonna check your waiting room. Bit of a pickle.
You might be surprised to see that I will not be going for Eris Climax combo. Well, because I don't have it.
Oh, okay.
I am kind of tempted to get another Roxy Brainstorm to give 2 characters Twin Drive. I think I just want to attack 3 times, and that probably can do it for me. I can also go with just the Eris and make him have another bomb. And fix on my hand a bit. Yeah, that also seems fine, so yeah. Let's just grab the Eris.
Okay.
But the main reason why I wanted to Rigid is to, well, obviously find a character to play, but also I can get to level 1 and stand by at level 2. So chances are, hopefully, he cannot answer my 1/1 Heiress.
She's gonna be quite large. Okay.
Just double checking that I don't have anything else I want to do here. Okay, let's play a standby.
Yep.
So this is the level 3 standby, so nothing really happens here. So I'm going to standby out a 2/2 Ghislaine, and then activating the effect of the Roxy, I'm going to give the effect to the 1/1 Heiress. So she has Twin Drive now. I'm going to save that attack for last in case I trigger a standby anywhere, and I'm going to front with the Rigid for 1.
Take 1.
Direct attack for 2.
1, 2. Take 2.
And then front attack. Here, there's no reason to... I could have fronted here twice and then like passed here, turn here maybe, but at this point I don't want to pass turn. I just want to try to push him, damage, and get some more additional resources. So I'll front here for 2.
1, 2. Take the 2. We're going to go ahead and level our Nodoka Runner.
Alrighty. Over 2.
And these are dead. Actually, hold on. Let me double check this. Yep, we're going to level the Nodoka Runner. Okay, draw for turn. That is the perfect card to draw because now we have
it's red, baby.
We have red. Draw 2. Okay, so let's see. So your Heiress is 7/5. I can get to
8/5.
or 8/5, and I can also get to 8/5.
Yeah, exactly 8/5.
Yeah. So let's see. Both of those triggers are clean. I'm going to be getting a whole bunch of hand this turn. My.
All right, let's see the Sakuta.
The boy.
The boy.
Yeah, so Sakuta has an effect where I can rest him to give one of my characters 1500 until end of turn, so we will go ahead and do that and give 1500 to the center Mai. And then they all get 1k during my turn, putting them at 5/5 before climax, so this one's going to be 7k. And then with the climax placement, I'll use Shoko's effect. When I play a climax, I can give 500 one level to one of my characters until end of turn, which I will give right here. And we're off to the races. So we'll start with the front attack in the middle first, and then climax combo activates. I can mill up to 3, and then salvage a level X or lower character, where X is the number of adolescent characters milled. So we'll mill 1, we'll mill 2, we'll mill 3, so I can salvage a level 2.
Or lower.
Or lower. And... I'm going to grab the 2/1 Kaede as a way to potentially try to contest Ghislaine if you try to move her into the front row next turn. And this is going to be for 2 and Choice. With the Choice...
How big does the Kaede get?
She is 8k.
And it's just early play 8k?
Yeah, she has a downside that she can't stand if I don't have another Adolescence character. But with this, I'm going to...
Do we want stock?
I think we'll go with stock. I'm going to stock... What will we stock here? I'll stock the Koga 3/2, I think.
Okay. Alright, so that's 2. 1, 2.
Okay. And we'll front attack here. We'll do some mills. 1, 2, 3. Salvage level 3 or lower. I think I'm gonna grab a level 1 Mai.
Yeah, can never go wrong with another Mai.
For 2.
1, 2. 2's good.
And we'll go here. Mill 1, 2, 3. Salvage. Let's salvage. Let's get my climax swapper.
Okay. So basically just maximizing your chances of getting another round of the Mai combo in next turn.
Yeah. Okay. And this is going to be for 2, 3.
What? Cancel.
Alright.
Okay. Let's activate the Heiress on Death effect. Discarding the 3/2 Rudeus with big power to top check 4, up to 4, and add 1 level 1 or higher. Ideally, something that is a bit more playable. I have 2 1/1 Eris left in deck. But at the same time, I also have a bunch of climaxes left in deck too. But I really want a better hand, so I'm going to try to find another Eris. That is another Eris, but not the right one. Sure. Let's just go.
That is also the wrong one.
That is yet another Eris. Alright. Oh, okay. I guess we'll get a counter.
Okay. You check your waiting room?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. So there are 4 in here. Okay.
Okay. Let's see what we can do this turn. We lost board, but we hopefully can get it back. I really don't want to clock, but I really want to play a climax. Well, my first priority is actually just to contest demise, which, funnily enough, is kind of difficult right now. Given that we don't have 1/1s. So the 2/2 Ghislaine will contest 1 naturally. I guess if I get a Rudeus runner, that will also naturally contest 1.
What's your hand size?
7. So the question here is, do I clock or not? If I clock, that allows me to potentially draw into another climax. So I can standby out more things and try to set up a board. However, I currently do not have another 2/2 Ghislaine in my waiting room. So that doesn't feel like that's very fruitful there. I could just brainstorm, I think. I think brainstorming is probably just a better option and just not take damage. So let's start with a brainstorm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Salvage 2. Oh,
Hey,
there
look,
they are.
Erises.
Yeah. Okay, we'll salvage 2, but we will not salvage the 1/1 Erises, I think. Let's go with a Rudeus so that we can contest his Mai. And then for our second card, I get the feeling that we might need to play over our brainstorm at some point, so we might salvage another brainstorm. Alternatively, I could just start grabbing my level 3 Ghislaines. Let's see, his next turn, he has a Mai that gets up to 5/5, 7k with Sakta, and then he has an early play Kaede that can contest my Ghislaine. I don't think I can present a board that can be big enough, necessarily.
For me to not be able to scale over?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really think that's an option here. So I'm going to just get another level 0. And we'll just call it there. And we'll play the cards like that. And then be on our way. Okay, so this is 4/5 to 4/5. And this is currently 7, but if I trigger standby in the back row, she'll go up to 9. Chances are she'll die next turn though, but I've accounted for that already, so. Okay, so let's just go into attack. Front with Rudeus, 4/5, 4/2.
1, 2, take 2.
Okay, and then direct attack. Actually, let's just front here. So, front, standby.
And you have how much hand? You have 6 or 7 hand?
I have 7 hand right now.
Okay, yeah.
In terms of standby position, I think I would just rather stand by in the back row. So that's for 3.
Okay. I'm going back with 6. Missing 2 Nodoka climaxes.
Okay. So maybe there's a shot that he doesn't mind combo next turn if he can't find a climax in his hand or waiting room. So we'll see. Okie dokie.
Refresh point.
Right.
I wanted that.
Well,
Right, for 3, take 3. And we'll go ahead and level the red here.
okay. Direct attack. 3.
1, 2, 3. Well, that is more than I would have liked to take.
Alrighty.
All right. So how many are you out now? Of each?
I'm out 6, missing 1 of each.
Okay. All right. Draw for turn. I'm gonna start by clocking this Nodoka runner. Okay, I was gonna search for that, but now I don't have to.
You guys didn't see it on camera, but Randall's expression when he drew his first card was like, what? And then when he drew his second card, I was like, what?
Yeah. Those were literally the 2 cards I wanted to draw.
Just draw them.
just
just draw them.
Just hit. All right. We're gonna start with a brainstorm though. So, and hits 1, which is probably the exact number that I want to hit because that means I have a bunch of climaxes left in my deck. I wonder where the climaxes were. Let's see. So you're. All right. All right. We're gonna grief Mike.
Rude.
DS.
No, that's Eris.
True. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and grab the bottom deck bomb to try to bottom deck this Eris and also maybe give us some free damage guaranteed on the bottom. That is the plan.
Maybe.
That is the plan. Okay. So yeah, we'll play it. Mill 2. Okay, that is not what we wanted to mill, but I'll give -1k here.
Yeah.
And then, let's see. I think I just play this now. We'll play the Climax Swapper and not use the effect. And then I'll play the Kaede early play. On play, I heal 1. She's early played when I have 4 characters, and then on play heal 1, and then when she's placed on stage from hand, I reveal a top card in my deck.
Ooh.
Huh. Interdesting.
So, the one choice you get to play out, and it's back.
Yep. It's fine, it'll chill there. Alright, we're going to rest, give 1500 power here.
Yep.
And then I will go into attacks. So I'm going to start with a front attack here for 1.
Okay. 1's good.
And then I'm going to bottom deck you.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack here next before you hit level 2. And
So I can't anti-change?
yeah, and so you're 8k and I am 10k. And this will be for 2.
Cancel.
Okay. And then we will direct here. Can I check your waiting room real quick, please?
Yeah. So this, I guess the upside of you bottom decking that was I could refresh with my climax.
Yeah.
So now I'm going back with 7.
It'll be fine. This will be for 2.
Okay. Missing the Ghislaine climax. So ideally, we level something like a 3/2 Rudeus here, so that we can get experience. Not that we need it, but more importantly, for yellow. So we want to start early playing if we can. There you are. Alright, 3/2 Rudeus. Okay.
Well, that's
Oh wait, that's refresh. Okay,
yeah.
perfect. And then 2.
Wow.
Wait, I don't even. Okay, that's fine. I guess canceling was okay. Draw.
Go ahead.
Clock level. And draw 2. Okay. Let's see. We're out 1. Okay. So let's start off with the Rudeus, or Rugit actually. And clocking the level... Now we're going to clock the level 3 Rudeus to search our deck for Ghislaine, just to prepare for our endgame. There you go. And then, since I have 2 or less climaxes in waiting room, I'm going to play early play Rudeus. And then on play, I can discard a card and heal the stock. And then we'll push the Eris up and leave one back row slot for our standby target. Okay, so this is 9 to your 8/5. Alright, let's do this. We'll direct attack. Standby.
Oh boy.
We'll get out the 3/2 Roxy. This is for 4.
1, 2, cancel.
Okay. Front, 2/5. For 2.
I would really wish you stopped triggering. Okay,
Alright.
take 2.
I'll stop triggering now. Front. Okay, never mind. 3.
1, 2, 3. Ow. My face. We'll level the bomb. Okay.
Alrighty.
Stand and draw. Let's see. How do we want to play this? So that's 12. We'll do about 12k.
Yeah, both are both 12.
I think what we'll do is... Wait a minute. That's a play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, okay. Okay, let's see. So we're going to... Well, I guess we'll play this first. And then I'm going to play this to power up the Mai.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use his second effect, sack himself, and discard a card, and then salvage a character. And with that, I'll get a Nodoka.
Okay.
Then we will play the Nodoka, use her on-play effect to top check up to 3, and then add 1 card to the hand. So I'll just add that card, and then I'm refreshing with 6, missing 2 level 3 climaxes.
Okay. So as far as we know, it's 1 in stock, 1 in hand.
And we are living dangerously now.
Yeah, I think just gotta take that risk, right?
I'm gonna go for a brainstorm next. Alright, let's see. Miss, which is probably fine. And then now we're just going to play some things.
Yep.
And we're gonna leave the Nodoka chilling back here. Alright. Alright, there we go.
Okay. Yep.
Alright. Attack phase. I'll go Frontier for 6/5. Choice. I'm gonna stock this.
Stock choice. Okay. 1's good.
And then my effect, when I reverse you, this will go to memory. Can't wait to die because of that. Front for 1.
It is optional, right?
Yeah, for 1.
Alright, 1. That's good.
And then Frontier for 1.
Okay.
And over to you.
Okay, stand, draw. Alright, so I'm 3 in waiting room and 1 in stock with 14 cards left in deck. I can't early play anymore because I have 3 or more climaxes. Any situation where I just spam brainstorms and refresh. Or I can probably... I think the correct play is probably just to do nothing. Yep.
Whole lot of nothing.
Yep, correct. 3.
1, 2, 3. I'm just dead.
Direct. 4.
1, 2, 3.
Hello?
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 All right.
Okay!
All right, well, Sometimes you just die.
This game is just how much damage can Randall take?
Yeah.
And the answer is
I was all set.
Jeez, that was not a good set of RNG there.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, but hey, sometimes it happens. Yeah, super unfortunate that you milled 2 off of that, off of the Shoko, and then
and then the blind stock off the top. Or not? Yeah, well, the level 3 stock off the top.
Oh yeah, off of the Kaide. So it's like just 3 climaxes that are just gone.
Yeah, you had 2 Sylphs in your hand though, right?
Yeah, I had no green though.
Yeah.
One misplay that I did do was when I leveled to level 2. I think I had a Rejert clock and I needed to level the Rejert. And then I could Rejert for yellow to play my early play healer and heal off the yellow, and I still have red and green, so I could have this Sylph. Right. So that was one thing that I forgot to account for. I got too excited by getting EXP 6 when I don't even need it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I did have two Sylphs in hand.
Yeah, one thing that you do want to be keeping track of if you're playing against this particular variant where they run the Sylph Counter is you want to keep track of where all the Sylph counters are,
yeah.
Because they need 2 of them for the money counter effect. And if you see 3 of them are out, then you know that they can't money counter you.
Yeah.
So that is definitely one thing that you want to keep track of if you play against this particular build. But the other variant is just like they keep the rest counter and they just play the 2/2 Eris, which is much more similar to what you guys are already used to. It's just without 2/2 Ghislaines. So.
Yeah. It makes the overall power level of the level 1 a lot weaker in exchange for keeping the rest counter. So that kind of just depends on whether or not you want to have the 8-5 to 9-5 stat line on your 1-1 Eris compared to the 7-5 stat line that you have.
Yeah, I think in that particular build you would want to emphasize a bit more on level 1 counters. Because in this build you're not running any level 1 counters, right?
Yeah, this build basically just says, if you beat 8-5, so be it, but chances are you can't. So then we're just not going to bother, right? Especially since if I need to run a counter and want to see it, you might need to run like more than 1. Like 2 is probably a safe number. That's probably what the rest counter build would be like 2 if you want to see it more often. But in this build, like I don't think I can even see the 1, and I don't have room because I'm playing 4 of this, so I just don't have room for the level 1 counter at all.
Yeah. So what is your 2/2 line in this particular
3-1.
3-1? Okay.
Yeah. And then one thing people might have noticed is this deck also cut all the pendant stuff because there's just no room.
Well, you also need to because normally in like the old build you want to prioritize the colors red and blue.
Yes.
And then yellow is like an afterthought, and then green is like
super afterthought.
Stock swap maybe.
Yeah, stock swap maybe.
But because the green is now integrated into the plan, as well as Mike's particular build where he runs the 3-2 early play Rudy line.
Yeah.
So you do need to be emphasizing both green and yellow for your mid to late game, and so blue just kind of is not able to
anything, even though this deck is playing a bunch of blue level 3s, you don't actually plan on playing any of them.
Those are getting standbyed out.
These are getting standbyed out, and then the 3-2 Trail deck Roxy Burner is just a way of getting out something that can deal extra points of damage at level 2 to start applying pressure in case you fight against those like Tokyo Revengers decks or whatever. But otherwise, the deck is basically essentially two color.
Right.
It's red and oh actually no,
it's 3. It's 3.
No, it's 3.
Yeah,
it's 3. Yeah, I don't know one thing. It's 3. But the deck tries to accommodate for those 3 colors, and then we just don't run blue anymore. Yep. Yeah, that's the idea. These are all the level 3 early plays.
Yeah. Mushoku, even after the hits, still doing basically what it was able to do before. It does have a little bit of nuance in the mid to late game now if they decide to go with the Sylph build, which can be both a good thing and a bad thing, I think, for the Mushoku player, because it creates new variables that players aren't necessarily used to.
Yeah.
And they would have to
have
keep
like
track
an
of.
entirely new power line because the counter's 4K now. And then there's actually a lot of finishers that are, on cancel or on at the end of attack right now. So the Sylph can actually deal with those kind of effects quite nicely.
Yeah. Whereas like before, if they're just like, you can't rest counter me if I attack with the front last, right? Then it's like, now it's just like, oh, but I can.
You just have to play around a bit differently. Yeah. But you can still if you account for it, then you can still get by. But yeah, this is my take on. Well, I think it's probably like a fairly common take on the 8-stamina Mushoku list post-ban list. Unfortunately, Randall here decided to eat it all. But
I was hungry today.
Yeah, but sometimes that happens. we have another game coming up for you guys featuring Rascal, but it'll be a different build this time. And then I'll also be playing an entirely new build for post-banless Kaguya, so stay tuned for that. But until next time, this has been Randall and Mike on the Tressa's Collectibles channel, and have a good day, and see you guys next time.
Later.